My objective when I engaged with the Point of Care Foundation and started to explore what a Schwartz round could do for the organisation was to find a way for colleagues in this hospital to reconnect with the emotion of the work they're doing in a way that helped them cope better, to be more emotionally engaged in the work, to be more resilient. But I think also, and importantly, a way to share that experience. And one of the wonderful things that we've been able to do here in this organisation is have Schwartz rounds where lots of different colleagues and professionals in the organisation are involved right across the spectrum, from myself, clinicians, housekeeping staff, porters, and quite junior clinical staff. And what you find is that we all often have these feelings, and sharing that in a room, being able to see either a very senior colleague or a more junior colleague feel comfortable to expose that vulnerability, and then to realise I'm not alone, others feel that too, is very, very powerful in terms of bringing a team together, reconnecting them and enabling them to cope with an NHS working environment, which I think we would all agree is an extremely challenging and demanding one. Schwartz rounds are not about unpicking a professional or clinical issue in a room with a very wide group of participants and then formulating an action plan. That's not the purpose. The purpose of a Schwartz round is to engage in a debate around what the emotional and how it felt to be in that situation, and therefore being very open and honest about one's feelings or reflections in a particular situation. My observation is that one of the added values beyond the actual Schwartz round itself is that we're transferring that skill, that openness, that transparency of debate and conversation to other settings within the hospital environment. The Schwartz round initiative is really fundamental part of how we're addressing the right culture in the organisation together, and how we're working on having the big conversation about how we deliver care, how we engage with one another, how kind and respectful we are across the board. And my sense is that the Schwartz round has been really important in how we've progressed that agenda.